Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about something interesting, and this is in the form of the Yeelight Lightstrip Pro. And what you have on the screen right here, the Yeelight Lightstrip Pro is actually capable of multicolor on a single strip, and that is extendable. The base light kit itself comes at a 2 meters length, and within that 2 meters length itself, it is able to address different LED lights on its whole entire strip to different colors. So that's different from the previous light strips that we are used to. And even the Elgato light strip that they have, it is one single color throughout the light strip. Yes, sure, you can change it to any of the one of 16 million colors, but it will be the same color throughout the whole light strip. So what is different about the Yeelight Lightstrip Pro is that it is capable of displaying multiple colors on the same strip itself, and it is extendable by 1 meter increment up to a total of 10 meters. So if you take a look at this other video here, you will see that within a single light strip, you are able to get different lights displaying at the same time, and it is not something that a lot of light strips are capable of. And what I have here set up is also the Google Nest Hub Gen 2, which is capable of controlling these lights as well. Now, if you take a look at where my desk is right now, I've actually mounted the light strip on the edge of my desk. So refer to this video, okay, and this is where it's being mounted. Pardon the mess there, but I'm just trying to show you how I have deployed it. So when Yeelight sent me this light strip, I just mounted it to the back of my desk. And from this angle here, you will see that the light gradation is actually very, very smooth, and it's running like one of those gaming keyboards, the RGB keyboards, where you are able to see the whole color flowing through, and it gives a very nice vibe, a very nice gaming vibe, if that is your kind of thing, to your desk setup. So this is what I have here. And not only that, it is compatible with the Razer Chroma RGB, the game sync. So you are able to actually sync this to your games. I won't get into that particular section because I actually don't know how to do it. It's just something that is being capable of. Now, the other thing about the Lightstrip Pro is that the compatibility. Now, if you look at the side of the box, right, you will notice that it has actually a lot of compatibility, and it is able to be controlled by Alexa, by Google, by Samsung SmartThings, by even the own app by Xiaomi itself, and that is the Mijia app. I know this is going to sound a little bit weird to those of you who are not native Chinese speakers, but for those of you who understand Chinese, this Mijia is just Mi Home app. Jia is home. So what this actually means is that there are so many different ways of controlling this light strip. Now, on the light strip itself, there is a button, and the button you can actually, I'm just going to reach over and turn it on and off. Okay, you can turn it off, and you can turn it on. And if you double click it, you will be able to change the lighting pattern. Okay, and this is how it looks like. And this is the color that I like the most because the color gradient is actually very, very smooth. Okay, if you go inside the app, you'll be able to control it and fine tune all these colors, and you can even change the color sequencing that you prefer. So a lot of flexibility. You can change it to a single color as well. And the Google Nest Hub Gen 2 here, besides other functionalities, is actually capable of quite a few things. You can say, hey, change desk light strip to green. And the light strip changes to green. Hey, change the desk light strip to blue. And there you go, right? So besides Google, it is able to integrate into Alexa. I don't use Alexa at the house. You can also integrate it to the Apple Home ecosystem. So using the Apple HomeKit, you are also able to issue commands for Apple HomeKit to change the color of this particular light. Now just go into a little bit more details into this light strip here. And if you are using the Mijia app from Xiaomi itself, you are able to integrate this with motion sensor, with time schedule. I really just cannot explain enough how flexible this light kit is without taking 20-30 minutes running through the whole video. So if you take a look further down, this is the part where I say that you are able to adjust the light strip length. You can cut it, and in fact, you can even extend it up to a total of 10 meters. And at 10 meters, it's only going to be drawing about 21 watts. 10 meters runs, I would say, the length of most rooms. In fact, probably 1.5 times over. So this is the app that I'm talking about. This is the Mija app, and you can change all the color palettes. You can custom edit all the colors that you want, whether you want it in a breathing mode, a cyclic mode, whether it is going to be running to the left, to the right, or even from the middle outwards, or from the side to the middle. And you are able to integrate this even into the Razer Chroma RGB system and overwoof. So for those gamers out there who wants to sync the lights to the game that you're playing, I think this is probably a very good option. This is an example of how the whole setup runs when you are playing a game using overwoof or using the Chroma RGB game sync. Not that it supports all the games. One of the stated games is the Counter-Strike Go and Dota. So you can try those. Just visit and find out more. I'm just trying to give an introduction of what this is capable of. And this is the one button control that we are talking about. You can use it to turn on and off. A short press will turn it on or off. A double click will change the addressable lighting effects. And when you do a long press, it actually cycles through the color. So if you're not into the whole voice command system, there's something simple that you can actually use one button on the light strip. This is the control itself, and that's it. Now, the next thing I'm going to be talking about will be this particular Google Nest Hub Gen 2. Now, the Google Hub Nest Gen 2, the one that I have right here shown, is actually a very, very smart device, and it retails for about $99 US retail price, but often you can find it for a little bit cheaper. Now, what Google and Yeelight has actually come together to do is to give a package offer. So in Singapore, the whole Google Nest Hub Gen 2 itself is selling for 139 Singapore dollars. But right now, they're running a promotion. I'll leave all the links in the description down below. And if there's a promo code, I will leave it there as well. You can actually get one of the Lightstrip Pro together with a Hub Gen 2 for a total of 139 Singapore dollars. For those who are in Singapore, this deal will apply to you. So I'm sorry for my overseas friend if you can't actually activate this deal, but this is something that is available to Singapore users. And the Google Nest Hub Gen 2 is actually capable of quite a few things. Now, it has a SOLI sensor, so you are able to actually do motion sensing. And that SOLI sensor actually has also enabled sleep detection. So if you put this by the side of your bed, and I've done a video on that, and I'll just put the link up there. In a previous video that I've done on the Google Nest Hub, you will see that I actually use it and it manages to detect even if I'm snoring, how long I've slept. And over the last couple of months I've used it, it actually consistently detects my sleep cycle very, very well. And when you open up the Google Health app, even on iOS device or on a Google Android device, you are able to see your sleep patterns. And if you are into monitoring and making sure that you are sleeping, getting enough sleep, that is one great way of doing it. Nothing to wear, nothing to lay on your bed, no other sensor, just using the SOLI motion sensor, which can even detect breathing patterns. So you can tell how many breaths you are taking, right? Just by simply detecting the small rise, the motion of your chest when you're breathing in and out. It is that sensitive. Now, the other thing about this particular Nest Hub is that it has a microphone built in. You can turn off the switch to increase the privacy if you want to, and you will be able to issue voice commands to the Google Nest Hub. And in fact, I can turn off all the lights in my room. Now, check this out. Hey, turn off all the lights in the family room. Yep, okay, so maybe there's a little bit of lag in the response, but you see how it is actually working. Now, hey, turn on all the lights in the family room. And that includes the hue lights as well. So the hue lights come on, and this is the Yeelight Strip, the older version, and that is the Yeelight Strip Pro. And it also turns on some other lights that I have connected in the room, as long as it's addressable by the Google Smart Assistant. So for those of you who are wondering what is the relevance of this particular video and this particular light strip in my wireless audiophile channel, well, check out this small little neat trick here. This is the Google Nest Hub Gen 2 playing music through Spotify. Okay, I am not sure whether that is going to be strike off because of copyright issues, but I won't play too much, except that the sound is okay. It is not audiophile quality for very sure. I mean, the speaker is just coming from the base of this unit, so it's not going to be the loudest, the bass is not going to be the greatest, but you will kind of like be a little bit surprised given that it is a smart device, a smart screen of sorts, but able to play music. If you can set an alarm to actually play news when you wake up so you can catch up on the news while you're preparing for work, it is something that is interesting. It works, it's functional, not an audiophile speaker, but functional. So if you are interested in this, links down below. Any questions you can shoot, and I'll see you in my next video.